spotlighting Miss Rinky and Miss Minden?
Because they have done such a good job fixing our garden after school. So what gave y'all the idea to fix our garden?
Okay. Well, I am involved with the Aggies Club. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but Aggies is after school. We're going to get to start again, I believe, in January. And so our garden was looking a little rough after a wonderful harvest. And I happened to see Miss Pennington in her office, and I said, Miss Pennington, is there anything that I can do to help you? And she said, well, as a matter of fact, there is. We need to have the garden beds replaced before we start garden in just a couple of weeks. So I thought, oh, okay. And then I put my thinking cap on, and I went out and did some measuring, and then I thought, I need some help. I need somebody to help me with this. So my husband went with me to Home Depot, and we got some prices, but then I realized I couldn't fit all the boards that we would need in my car. So I went to my friend, Miss Rinky, and I said, Miss Rinky, could I borrow your truck, or could you help me get the materials that we need to get the garden going, get the garden rebuilt to help Miss Pennington? And of course, Miss Rinky said, of course she would help, and she jumped on board and also got her husband to help. So she sort of took that part of the project on, and I'll let her talk a little bit more about that. And while she did that, then I got rid of all the old gunk that was in the garden. So I pulled out all the old vegetation and put it in a big pile, and then I took the old boards, and they just came right apart. They were so old. Put them in a big pile, and then Mr. Bobby and his team actually worked with us and got rid of all the old stuff. So they're still in the process of getting rid of all the old materials. But it really was a team effort of everybody working together to make our garden fresh and new.
How much time did it take when you did the garden?
Let's see. Now my actual part, it all happened within about 2 or 3 days. It didn't take long at all. So my actual part of working in the garden probably was one good solid, really hot afternoon of trying to take the garden apart and get rid of all the things and put it in a big pile for Mr. Bobby. But really, I think we redid the whole thing in about 2 or 3 days.
So, Miss Rinky, how much time did it take you to do your part of the garden?
Well, I helped cut. My husband showed me how to cut the logs, and I'm not very good at that, so I had to use a hand saw to cut the wood. So it probably took me about an hour to cut all the pieces.
So, Miss Rinky, what do you think we can do to leave a value?
Well, I think it's important when you see a need somewhere that you fill that need. And it can be any need. To leave with value could mean if you see a friend that needs some help with something, or you see somebody that could use something, or a pencil. Even those kind of examples are like a trickle effect. And they just kind of, multiply and multiply. And then when everybody is leaving with value, we obviously have a better place to work and to learn.
What a big thank you to Miss Minden
And Miss Rinky for leading us with value.